Hi, I'm Dave. This is Ruben.
Hello.
We're going to be teaching how to do nettle cordage today. This is using stinging nettles, and you can use it for rope. So it's all natural material, so if you're stuck out and you need to be able to survive and you haven't got your rope, you can use it. So, first of all, you need to pick up a stinging nettle, like that. And then using gloves, or we haven't got any gloves at the moment, so you can use a jumper. If you're feeling really manly, you can use your hands, as long as you go from the stalk and upwards, like Ruben's doing here. So we picked these earlier. We go from the bottom of the stalk and then bring it up, taking all of the leaves off. There will be some little spiky bits in here. They do sting you, so again, keep going up on the stinging nettle to get rid of any little bits of sting.
When picking the nettles, you want to have thick stalks, otherwise they'll just snap when you're in the later progress.
Right, so let's wait for that Ruben to get all of it off, and then once you've got all of the leaves off and all the stinging bits, look like this. Right, the next bit you need to do is from the thick end, you need to make a hole in it using your nails and your thumb, because now it's not going to sting you, so you're able to hold it. You need to go all the way up the stalk, like this. And that will end up flat, like that. You need to go all the way up the stinging nettle. If you have thin bits at the end of the stinging nettle, you can just break them off, because all you need is this big thick bit. So a little bit like that. Just rip off and tuck them away. So you're just left with this bit, this stalk. Okay, just let Ruben do that. The little notches here, they're quite hard, so sometimes you can get stuck on them. You might need to dig your thumbnail into them a bit harder to make sure you can get it all open and flat. If it does break in half, like splits like that, it doesn't matter too much, because you will be ending up splitting it in half anyway. And then once it's all flat like that, you can then go from the bottom. You want to break it like that, and then this hard bit, that's the inside, which is called the pith, you just take that away, so you've just got the outside bit, which is what we're using to make the cordage. So you can just snap it like that, and then break all the hard bits off on the inside, and do that all the way up to the top. You're just left with the stringy bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do that all the way up to the top. If you break it in smaller sections, you're less likely to break it. If you do it in bigger sections, little bits like this come off, but it won't be as a strong cordage. You want to make sure you've got as much of this outside bit of the stalk as you can. And then make sure you get all of the little bits inside, all the hard bits out. Bend and snap. This does take some practice, but once you've done it a few times, fairly easy to do once you get used to it. Alright, so Ruben's done that now. So he's done it all the way to the top, and now what he's going to do is he's going to split it in half. You've got two long sections, and then the fat part the fat ends that were the bottom of the stinging nettle. You're going to tie them two bits together. Two halves. And tie them together. Then you start off with stick a bit at the top. Not like that. Right, then you've got two halves. The other like that. On and up. Right, this is the tricky bit now. So I'm going to get a bit closer so you can see. So, this bit, you may have to get a friend to help you, or you can use a stick in the ground. But you want to make sure you're twisting both of these sides the same way. One end that way, and twisting it the same. This will then automatically twist together. You have to do that all the way down. So twist the other one, making sure you keep twisting them the same way. I'll end up like that. So what I'm going to do is reason. You can either put a stick in the ground like that, or you can get a friend to hold it. So you're twisting one side, and then holding it, and then twisting the other side. Making sure you try to keep hold of the other side. And then that will naturally twist together. And once you've started it off, you then don't need to stick in. You can carry on all the way down. Twisting it both sides. The tightest twist you do on each side. So if you do that really tight like that, that'll be a lot stronger when you finish the cordage. Now it's really fiddly and it may take some time to get used to, but as long as if you do it a few times, you get used to it. You can then make really long bits by twisting another section of nettles to it. So if you twist another nettle, you can then add it to the bottom of it. So then you can use that as rope for tying off, like making shelters, which we're going to show you later. Or you can get more stinging nettles together and put one side on, to put more stinging nettles on each side. Make a thicker rope. But getting a friend to help you if you're really struggling, twist one side and then you can twist the other side, and then that will automatically twist together like that. Do it all the way down. And once it's finished, if you don't want to do it in a survival situation or making a shelter or anything like that, you can just use it as to make a bracelet or a necklace or anything like that. You can also add these onto the end. Once you've finished, or you don't want to do it anymore, you can just tie another knot in the other end like you did at the top. Tie it off like that, making sure it's nice and tight. That way it won't come undone, and then that's nice and strong. At the moment it's not at its strongest point, because when it dries out, if you leave it to dry somewhere, on a windowsill or anywhere, it will get even stronger because it dries out and becomes even tougher. and you'll be able to use that as rope for anything you want, or put it on your wrist and have it as a bracelet. Alright, how's Ruben getting on? So his isn't even tighter here, but he's twisted it nice and tight, and you can either use them, tie them together, and use an even longer cord, and you can keep going like that. That's you. Hope you enjoyed that, and you end up with one looking like this, and we'll get back to you soon on shelter building.
Bye bye.